Jeff Boiler is a former Marine, police officer and deputy sheriff. Here's a recounting of what happened to him in 1997 in the forests of the Oregon Cascade Mountains. One day, Jeff decided to take a hike to visit an old friend's unmarked gravesite deep in the mountains. The trek required navigating through dense, uncharted terrain, but Jeff, an experienced outdoorsman, felt confident. After about 2 hours of hiking, he decided to alter his route slightly to take advantage of what appeared to be a clearing on his map. Before making the change, he stopped at a stream to splash water on his face and check his map. As he lifted his compass to get his bearings, he caught movement just above him. A figure was peering out from behind a tree and a boulder, watching him. At first, Jeff assumed it was a person. But as he instinctively tilted his head in curiosity, the figure mimicked his movement. Then, it stepped out from behind the tree. Jeff's breath caught in his throat. The creature was massive. At least 8 feet tall, covered in dark hair, and unmistakably not human. Instinctively, he reached for his sidearm, but his holster seemed to fumble in his grip. By the time he finally drew his weapon, the creature had vanished. Determined to get a better look, Jeff climbed a nearby tree to survey the area. He saw nothing. Descending, he decided to explore the rocky outcropping where the creature had stood. Yet, when he reached the spot, there were no tracks, no broken branches, nothing to indicate anything had been there. Still uneasy but unwilling to let fear dictate his actions, he pressed on. That's when he heard it. A tremendous crack echoed through the trees, followed by the deafening crash of something massive falling. Turning sharply, he expected to see a tree toppled over but found nothing. Then, another crack. This time ahead of him. The sound was too loud, too deliberate to be random. A chilling realization crept over him. Something was knocking down trees, and it was getting closer. Then, a third tree crashed, even nearer than before. Whatever was out there wasn't just watching him. It was tracking him. Panic took hold. He turned and sprinted down the mountain, crashing through the underbrush. The forest erupted with the sound of snapping wood. Trees were falling on either side of him as if something, or multiple things, were closing in. His heart pounded as he ran, his only goal to make it back to his car. Finally, he reached a clearing. He skidded to a stop when he saw a deer frozen in place, staring at him. But the deer wasn't looking at him. It was looking behind him. Its ears flicked back, and then, in an instant, it bolted. Jeff didn't dare turn around. He sprinted the last half-mile to his vehicle, fumbling with his keys in desperation. Slamming the door shut, he started the engine and tore out of there. When he reported the encounter to the sheriff, he expected skepticism. Instead, the sheriff merely nodded. "We get reports like this all the time," he told him. "Especially in that part of the Cascades." For decades, Jeff kept the experience to himself. But when he finally shared his story, the conviction in his voice was undeniable. Whether Bigfoot exists remains an open question, but for Jeff Boiler, whatever was out there in those woods that day was very real. And it wanted him gone. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a like. And if you want to see more content in the future, make sure to hit the subscribe button.